Business 130 students, Business Comm students. Hi, welcome back. It is the beginning of week 4. Hopefully you are getting all caught up on your homework. And I'm just going to do a quick recap of the items that have been due throughout these first few weeks. So we had week 1, we had the intro discussion. So you needed to make sure you got in there and posted some discussion in there for points. We also had a homework from chapter 1, a homework, and then we had, if you were able to work on the listening quiz and the pretest, the diagnostic pretest from week 1. So all of those items, if for some reason you didn't get those into me, try to get those in as soon as possible. You need to get points on the board, right? So some points are better than no points. So always, 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 in my classes, make sure that if for some reason you are late, still turn in the homework. And that is from week 1. Week 2, we looked at chapters 2 and 3 from the text. 2 and 3, planning business messages and organizing and drafting business messages. And so and we had some homework there that we did in accordance with chapter 2 and 3. And so hopefully you were caught up on that and you've handed me your homework. From week 3, which was due last night, we had chapters 4 and 5. There was a video in there about sending emails. There was also a radical rewrite. So you had homework questions and a radical rewrite talking about the different weaknesses within the paper or within the email that was posted. So those items, I am working some of you. I have you all graded up till up through week 3. If you turned in things early, I am working to get the rest of those up and posted in the next day or so. So if from week 2 and week 1, however, if you have, and from the discussion post, those 3 items, if you have any zeros in there, it means I did not get the work. So reach out to me, send that information in, right? If for some reason you see a 0 in your grade book. Now for week 3, I haven't gotten all of those in yet, so give me another day or 2 to make sure that's up there. If you did send me your work and I sent a response back to you, it just hasn't, I haven't uploaded it to our grade book, right? But it's already in there. If I sent it back to you, it means I received it. And that was from week 3. Now, week 4 is going to be a little bit different. I have, weeks 1 through 3 actually are this week we are also going to be working on a midterm and a midterm exam. And that midterm will cover chapters 4 and 5, chapters 2 and 3, and chapter 1. So chapters 1 through 5 are all fair game. So radical rewrites that I had you work on and homework questions are really where I'm going to pull the bulk of the questions for the midterm. If you've been keeping up with the work, reading the chapters, reviewing the PowerPoints, checking the different video clips that I send you, not only the ones of me, but of important information that relates to the chapters, if you're checking those, you should have no problem getting a great grade on the midterm. Now the midterm I will be posting for this class, let's see, for this class, where is my sheet for this class? For this class, I will be posting your midterm Friday, the 16th. So then you will have until that Monday night, the following Monday night, to send that back to me. Now, if you have questions or you run into issues with the midterm, when I send the video out explaining the midterm and post the midterm, I will also send in there a reminder that you can reach out to me via text, reach out to me via email over the weekend if you are having any kind of issues. And do it as quickly as possible if you're having an issue. Now, this week's information will be on the final, right? It's not on the midterm. I have a short video there about persuasive business writing skills, which is a great video for you. This week is chapter 6 and 8 from the text. And so chapter 6 from the text, positive and neutral messages. Some of the things you're going to be looking at are different channels of typical positive and neutral messages, how to compose direct messages that require requests, preparing messages that make direct claims and voice complaints, including online posts, adjustment messages. You'll start to talk about those that to salvage customers' trust, right, and promote the business, and also how to craft special messages that convey kindness, foster goodwill, things like that. And so expressing condolences, congratulations. So all of those positive, right, Positive messages are in chapter 6. And then chapter 8 relates a little bit more to, flipping through my text here, chapter 8 relates a little bit more to persuasive messages, right? And so the sections in there, you're going to be talking a little bit more about how the digital age, how that has affected persuasive messages. And you're going to be looking at some, tried and true persuasive techniques, right? From a writing standpoint, how to craft persuasive messages and request things, and how to write compelling claims about things, also how to understand interpersonal persuasion at work. This is a huge one when we talk about communication. Instructor Kimber Forrester, and I are working on a class that's a collaboration between, it's an interpersonal communication. So we are working together to kind of merge some of his topics with some of my topics, right? Some of his speech topics and communication topics with business communication. And so we are working on a course that relates to interpersonal communication, which not only is friends and family and when you're out in the world, but also at work, right? Or at school, how do you craft messages that get the message across in the exact manner that you wish them to be received, right? So understanding how some of that works. Also, how to create effective and ethical direct mail and direct email sales, right? So some of the things we receive are sometimes offensive, right? And we get bombarded with communications that maybe are unwanted or unsolicited. And so thinking about from a persuasive standpoint, how that, how you currently write and things that are persuade you to do things, right? So in the video, Persuasive Business Writing Skills under week 4, that video will touch base a little bit more on some of those persuasive writing skills. Then you have homework for chapters 6 and 8 in one doc there for you to work on and hand in. Make sure that when you are sending in homework, you send it as a Word doc, as an attachment to me directly at my email, crobertson@ec3pa.org. Again, the midterm, I will give you an update on the midterm. That'll be posting Friday, and there will be a video introducing it. Not only will it post on Blackboard, but I will also send it out as an email attachment in a Word doc for you to work on. And in that email attachment, that email will also contain a video from me kind of breaking down the exam and the expectations for the exam, and also its due date. So the work from this week is due Monday, 9/19, but also the midterm will be due that same 9/19. If you have questions, as always, you can reach out to me, 814-490-6473, via text, or email me, crobertson@ec3pa.org. The other thing, there are campus folks around that are available to help if you are ever in need. They are basically there from 7:30 to 5:30 at the St. Ben's campus. The librarian, Mary Howells. And if you need any emails or phones of different folks, let me know. We also have student services, Dean Bowman, Andrea Campbell, and Clarissa Stewart-Baker that help with technological issues. If there are other resources you might need that would make your education or your academic time a little easier, right? Other resources in your life, maybe, they would have access to those as well. Now, I do have one other piece of information for my business students. We did have a business, it's called Production Management, that was being offered next 8 weeks as an evening course, and we moved it to an online course. So that is actually required in the business curriculum as of now. It's called Production Management, and that is Business 221. And that just moved online, so the flexibility is there for folks. So if you have not yet scheduled out for your second 8 weeks, and that begins October 20th, I believe. This first 8 weeks ends the 17th. The second 8 weeks begins the 20th. Production Management is now open, and that is Business 221. And I actually will be teaching that. It is a similar format we're trying to streamline formats so that you will have the weekly items to read, videos to view, and homework items with a project relating to production management at the end of the semester. Now, if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and register for that, or you can reach out to me and I can point you in the right direction. Also, there is a microeconomics class, which is like literally my favorite class to teach, right? I'm not teaching it, but the instructor we have is wonderful and has access to all my materials. And that is being offered next 8 weeks as well. I believe that is up at the Skills Center up of Upper Peach. If you have questions about that, that's a night class. That's 6 to 8:45. So some of you that would like to be in person, you could do both of these. You could do the online production management, and you could also do the in-person microeconomics class. So as a business major, you have to take either micro as of now, micro or macro. So this would be an opportunity next 8 weeks to get a couple of those pieces of your curriculum out of the way, right? Production management and microeconomics. So let me know. You can go ahead and sign up for those or reach out to me or reach out to student services if you are interested. So I will continue to talk about those the rest of the term. We are in week 4. So at the close of this week at 9/19, which is next Monday, we will be halfway done with the course, right? It goes fast, these 8-week courses. As always, reach out to me if you have any issues. But I hope you are having a wonderful week and enjoying some of our business comm items. I will reach out to you on Friday when I post the midterm and have another video introducing the midterm and the items that are in that midterm. And again, that's only chapters 1 through 5, that beginning part of not this week's material. This week's material is not on the midterm. Have a wonderful afternoon. It's 11:13, so yes, have a wonderful afternoon, rest of your morning and afternoon, and I will talk with you on Friday.